Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So before I start talking about these interesting scenarios which are being flashed right now, looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame, I just want you guys to quickly destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So looking at this price action of Bitcoin in a bigger scale, in a monthly time frame, nothing much has changed. We are still above the 200 weekly moving average. We are still above the long-term resistance line, and in the past price action we have found out whenever the price of Bitcoin has found support over the 200 weekly moving average, found support above this long-term resistance line, what has happened after that? This capitulation phase has ended after that, and that led to a nice parabolic move for the upcoming months, for the upcoming year. In 2018-2019, a very similar scenario unfolded. When the price of Bitcoin was in a downtrend, this falling trend line, the long-term resistance line, acted as a resistance. But once the price broke above it, price found support over the 200 weekly moving average, we ended the capitulation phase, and that led to another parabolic move and also able to make a new all-time high. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that in our case, the price of Bitcoin has also found support above the 200 weekly moving average and also above the long-term resistance line, and we have ended the capitulation phase. So in the past price action, this scenario has led to a very nice parabolic move for the upcoming months, upcoming years. So this is exactly what we are also expecting to play out here in price action of Bitcoin for the long term. But it doesn't necessarily mean the market or the price of Bitcoin has to show a movement like this. What could be also unfolding is a move here in this manner. I mean, plenty of shakeout before the price of Bitcoin turns parabolic, just like here. In 2019, you can see we had a very nice impulsive movement, but at the end, we had another bigger corrective movement. And only after this corrective movement, the price was able to form a new all-time high. So this is also one scenario which you have to keep in mind. But overall, still like super bullish because the price is above some key line of support. Now, let's look at this in a weekly time frame. Now, if you look at this in a weekly time frame, you can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin is showing us a movement which could bring us above 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, and only after that the price is going to decide the trend duration, because in the past price action, when the price of Bitcoin had this 364 days of downtrend, what happened when we finally found bottom? The price started to form this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, and also broke the resistance from this 21 weekly exponential moving average. And we know in the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin has managed to find support over this 21 weekly exponential moving average, what has happened after that? The price of Bitcoin after that has shown some very impulsive movement. Yes, this is exactly what is being flashed in our case as well. We are above the 21 weekly exponential moving average, and now if this exact scenario is going to play out just like here from 2018 to 2019, we also had this 364 days of downtrend. We are also forming higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern. So if this exact scenario is going to play out, first we need to get attracted towards this or between this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, which is going to be around 35 to 40,000 range, before deciding the trend direction. So in a bigger scale, nothing much has changed. The price of Bitcoin is still looking bullish. Now, let me show you with another example why this price movement for the upcoming days is very interesting. Now, before I switch to other chart, I just want to quickly aware you guys about the bonuses which are available for our community members in the description down below. Bybit with 30,000 deposit bonus plus 1,000 USDT giveaway to our community members who sign up using this link within this month. Yes, guys, you just have to follow a simple step to claim this 1,000 USDT giveaway. So if you want to grab this opportunity, the link to Phemex, the link to Bybit, OKX are all given in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. Now, let me switch the chart. Now, if you look at this in a daily time frame, you can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin is giving us some mixed signal. Williams Alligator Indicator RSI still bullish, but MACD T3CCI indicator in a bearish territory. I mean, if we look at this Williams Alligator Indicator, the price is still above these trend lines, and we are still following this bullish continuation pattern where the green line appears at the top, blue line at the bottom. Only during the downtrend, the blue line is going to be above the red line and the green line. But in our case, since this is still a bullish crossover, any sort of a movement here to the downside, it is going to be looked as a test a retest around the previous temporary support line, which is going to be around 28,000 to 30,000 range, between that range, before deciding the trend duration. But we know any sort of a pullback around this range, we even have some support from this CPR indicator. Yes guys, this July CPR range are very important for us, and for now, since the price is above it, there is a very high probability that we are going to see some more range bound, even some shakeout between the CPR line, which is going to be around 28,000 to 30,000 range, before we choose the trend duration for the immediate short term. Yes guys, if the price of Bitcoin manages to remain above this 28,000, then there is still a probability of price getting attracted towards the first target according to the CPI indicator, the monthly elrond line, which is lying around 32,950, or let's say 33,000 range. But please do not panic as long as the price remains or holds the support from this top, central, or the bottom CPI line. Yes, in the middle short term, we are being flashed with some corrective movement because the price might be coming back to test the key line of support one more time. And if this support gets broken, I mean in our case this lower trend line supports get broken, then we know the price in that case could be starting another continuation here to the downside, and in that case 28,000 might be retested, because losing the support from this 30,000 here in the medium short term means the price parallelly is also going to form this double top formation. So let me show you one more time here in a daily time frame. I think I have talked about this on my previous video. You can see guys, the price of Bitcoin right now, if you look at this carefully, is forming a M pattern, and we are also testing the support around this neckline 30,000. So if the price of Bitcoin here in a daily time frame breaks the support around 29,900 to 30,000 range, then the upcoming days for Bitcoin might be bullish. Then the upcoming move for Bitcoin could be here to the downside. As soon as we lose the support around 29,900 to 30,000 range, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated around 28,000 to 28,500 before choosing the trend direction. So that is another reason why 30,000 in the medium short term is so important line of support. Now let me show you this in a bit different way. I mean, if you look at this ascending triangle was supposed to be a bullish continuation pattern, but unfortunately in our case the support got broken, and now after failed attempt to enter inside this ascending triangle, the price since then has started to show some weakness. But please be careful guys, this ascending triangle, if the price is going to continue further here to the downside, according to this example, 28,500 28,600 could be on the line. With this example also 28,500 could be on the line, and now according to this ascending triangle 28,500 28,600 could be also on the line. But for this bearish scenarios to play out, first we need to break the support which we have around 30,000 range. Yes guys, the price must break the support which we have around 30,000 before looking for any short opportunities. Until then, please be careful. I mean, until the price breaks below this 30,000, please do not jump into any short trade, because 30,000 so far is also looked as one of the strongest support in the medium short term. But if we look at this price structure around this area in a bit different way, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin could be following this broadening wedge type of formation in a smaller time frame, and this broadening wedge is also clearly indicating us that, hey, if the price of Bitcoin wants to continue further here to the upside, then in the medium short term we have to come across some key line of resistance. Yes, this key line of resistance in a smaller time frame means the upper line from this descending broadening wedge. If we can flip that into proper support, then even after some shakeout, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted back towards this 31,000 range, right? One more time, the price outlet from this broadening wedge, and if we fail to break out from this upper trend line, then we know there might be one more shakeout. I mean, price coming back to test the support around 28,000 to 28,500 range before testing the most important support and then starting a new move here like this. So that's why guys, in the medium short term, we just want the price of Bitcoin to remain above 30,000 to be bullish, but breaking below that could lead to another continuation according to this double top, according to this ascending triangle, and even according to this horizontal channel with price objective around 28,000 to 28,500 range. So these are some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please guys destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.